After the Border is a bilingual exhibit telling the stories of children and families who were forced to leave their homes in Central America. Many of them live right here in Baltimore City and County. With us is Tanya Garcia, a fellow at the Creative Alliance and one of the creative forces behind the exhibit. Good to see you.
Thank you for having me.
I had a chance to view a few of the exhibit aspects. I don't know exactly what you say, and they're extremely powerful. So I first of all congratulate you on what is a really dynamic exhibit, to say the least. Tell me a little bit about the exhibit and what its focus is on and what inspired you to put this together.
Sure. The exhibit focuses on the stories of the youth and families who have fled their homes, particularly in the Triangle countries in South America, Guatemala, El Salvador, and Honduras. Mm-hmm. And these youth and families, so the exhibit really talks about their journey across, what their lives were like before, what they experienced crossing the border, and what their life is like now.
Okay. And you captured this in many different media, correct? It's a multi-discipline exhibit. Can you tell me some of the different types of aspects you are using?
Sure. The exhibit contains video, oral histories, animations, photographs, and installation pieces as well. Mm-hmm. The exhibit was brought to a Creative Alliance's attention several months ago when last summer there was 51,000 youth that crossed the border into the United States to be reunited with families or flee from violence. And that had more than doubled than the year before that. Wow. So the Mayor's Office of Immigration and Multicultural Affairs, Towson University, and Lutheran Immigration Refugee Services really approached Creative Alliance to portray these stories artistically.
Okay, now you say life is terrible for some of these people in Central America. In what ways? Why is it so terrible? What is happening?
There's extreme poverty, extreme violence, a lot of gang violence within these countries as well. And there's been a long history of internal instability that has been brought about by many factors, U.S. policies, coup d'etats, and just internal conflicts, civil wars, and things like that.
So people feel their lives are in jeopardy. It's not just a matter even of people are fleeing because they don't have work, or that they're saying, I don't think I will be alive next week, or my child will be alive next week if we stay. It's that bad.
There's an extreme desperation why people choose to leave. I don't think anyone wants to leave their homes. No. Place that they speak the language and they have family there. It takes a huge reason to want to leave the country.
And then the journey itself is very dangerous as well, is it not?
Yeah,
so there's a lot at stake.
Absolutely.
And you capture all parts of this, or at least people talking about it, or you have images. We're going to take a look at some of the things that people will see in the exhibit, just to give a little sneak preview of what they can expect.
Yeah, so there's images from different artists in the exhibit. Levi Vonk, who's an artist in the show, he photographed youth in Mexico. He was part of a activist group in Mexico, talking with migrants who are fleeing their countries in Central America.
And some of the exhibit is your work as well, which is kind of unique, right? People, typically when you curate it, you're not curating some of your own work, but you have an incredible piece about a mother talking about leaving her children behind. Yeah.
Yeah, I interviewed a family, a few families actually, one of which was this mother. She talks about what excruciating pain she was in, having to flee her home, in order to provide for her family.
Yeah. And you capture that, and I wish we could talk more about it, but you
Yeah.
captured so beautifully, and so I encourage everyone to go to the exhibit to feel again the power and the deep expressiveness of your work and of the whole exhibit. And so we encourage people to do that, and there's going to be a panel discussion on October 13th that's going to highlight some of these issues as well. So we thank you and congratulations on some great work. This exhibit is on view at the Towson University Cook Library from October 12th to November 12th. Don't miss it.